This is not a fair...
Hey, guess what I've got? I've caught myself a fairy. Now, you might think that all fairies are nice. Well, they're not. They're horrible. They piddle in your guzzle snacks and they nip and they bite. Go on. Have some of that. Oh, the unfortunates are here. Up they come, up to the tower. Just think, if this fragile rope was to break, it would be a disaster, because we'd have to buy a new rope. This week's unfortunates are from Castleford. That's Jasmine. She's a secret frog smuggler. Hayden is a retired bank manager. Savannah is a mystery. That's Lewis. He was rescued by squirrels in 1892. Natasha, who is addicted to cartwheels, and Andrew from London. Hey, what's he doing in there? In they go. This is my watch tank. This is where I get to see everything that goes on in the tower. Hundreds of years ago, bobbing craft began arriving, each one filled with unfortunates, ready to take on the Voice and her tower. Imprisoned at the top, they work as a team to pass the challenges and escape each floor. But one of them cannot be trusted. On each floor, a new saboteur is chosen.
You are the saboteur.
The Voice speaks to them using the whisper clip and helps them to ensure their team fail each challenge. Floor by floor, it's a battle against their friends. Only one will escape with the key of freedom, and the rest remain.
Floor 6, Goblet of Ice.
I hope they've wrapped up warm for this one. Snow joke! In this challenge, unfortunates must carry snow across the icy stepping stones and fill the goblet of ice. But it's not that easy. The stones are deadly slippery and there's a monstrous gale blowing. It's windier than a plate full of baked beans. What's more, if so much as a toe slips off them stepping stones, the goblet will tip up and empty out all the snow they've collected. So they'll have to start all over again. Who is the one who can't be trusted? It's time to pick the saboteur!
Hayden, do not react. You are the saboteur, and you are the only one who can hear my voice. It is your job to make sure your team fail this challenge. You can do this by making sure the goblet is not full at the end of 90 seconds. Don't panic. I will guide you through your whisper clip.
So, if Hayden wants to escape, he has to make sure the team slip up.
Unfortunates.
This is Goblet of Ice. To pass, the goblet must be full at the end of 90 seconds.
Let the challenge begin now!
Remember, Hayden, the goblet will tip over if you tread on the ice. Make sure the goblet isn't full. The aim is simple. Do not get caught. This challenge is all about timing. Don't worry just yet. You've plenty of time. Think about how you could touch the ice without anyone seeing you. Well done, Hayden. Hardly any went in.
60 seconds.
Very subtle, Hayden. Just make sure no one sees you doing it. Remember, there are people behind you.
Sorry.
Ooh, sneaky. Nobody saw you do it. What are you doing, Hayden? You've only just emptied the goblet. You're being too risky. Whoops. You seem to have missed the goblet that time. Never mind.
30 seconds.
The others are finding it tricky to move quickly. That's good news for you, but you're not safe yet. Oh no, your teammates are quickly filling up the goblet. The goblet is full and you're running out of time. You better think quickly, Hayden.
10.
Excellent!
8.
Oh no, Hayden. Look, the goblet's full again.
4, 3.
Let's hope that looks like an accident.
1. Your time is up. You have failed.
Oh, nicely done. But has the saboteur been spotted?
You must now vote for who you think the saboteur was and why. Jasmine, who do you think the saboteur was?
I thought it was Hayden because every time I looked at him, he was trying to wobble.
Hayden, who do you think the saboteur was?
I think it was Lewis because when I looked at him, he was not getting much of the snow in the bowl and he was like tipping it out a bit.
Savannah.
I think it was Hayden because he put his foot down.
Lewis.
I think Hayden because he did put his foot down. Well, he nearly put his foot down, but I didn't see him put it down.
Natasha.
I thought it was Hayden because I saw him put his foot down.
Andrew.
I think it was Hayden because I saw him put his foot down.
You have voted for Hayden. I can now reveal the saboteur was, in fact, Hayden. Hayden, you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor.
So, sabotage successful, but saboteur spotted.
Hayden, why do you think the others voted for you?
Because I wasn't really sneaky with putting my foot down on the floor.
Poor, unfortunate Hayden.
You're trapped!
So, Hayden is the first one trapped, and in the coldest room in the tower. Brrr.
Floor 5. Fairy trials.
You might think fairies are sweet and lovely. Well, think again! For the little people, it's Judgment Day. To pass this challenge, the unfortunates must place the fairy traps into the exterminator so they can get a real good look at them. If they decide it's a good fairy, they must release it. If they decide it's a bad fairy, they must blow it up. If they guess wrong 3 times, they will fail. It's time to pick the saboteur.
Natasha, do not react. You are the saboteur. It is your job to ensure your team fail this challenge. You can do this by convincing the others to identify the fairies incorrectly. You must release the bad fairies and exterminate the good fairies. All the bad fairies will have red hair. You must release them. Don't panic. I will guide you through your whisper clip.
Can Natasha make the team fail and get 1 floor closer to freedom?
Unfortunates.
This is fairy trials. To pass, you must correctly identify 3 fairies. Let the challenge begin
Now.
Just grab any box. Just grab a random box. So is it this one? Yeah. Ready?
Remember, Natasha, you must release the fairies with red hair. This is a good fairy. Convince the others to destroy it.
She looks innocent. Yes, she does. She looks innocent.
Think quickly. You've got to change their minds.
Like, sort of trying to beg you.
Good, Natasha. Keep going.
I actually think it's Billy. Yeah, I think it's Billy. She looks alright. Yeah.
Okay, let them have this one. Good acting, Natasha.
Let's go for this one here. For an end one now. Yep. Thank you.
You've got another chance. You need to ensure they get it wrong. Here we go. This fairy has red hair, so remember, she's bad.
Yeah, blue is her hair. It's angry.
Have they guessed the code? Act quickly, Natasha.
Does everybody want to think blow up? Who votes on blow up? What, blow up? Blow up. Blow up.
No, Natasha! Oh, Natasha.
Does everybody think just this box? Just that one.
This is your last chance. You've got to make sure they get this wrong, or you'll be trapped. You must convince them. Another bad fairy.
Good. She's happy. Yeah, she's happy. Really, really happy.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're really happy.
Pretend to be disappointed. You don't want them to guess you're the saboteur.
We still have one more thing. We still have two chances and we only need one right one.
Andrew's right. You'll be trapped. Come on. Oh, no, it's a good fairy. You must destroy it.
See, she looks a bit sneaky. She does. Yeah, she does look a bit sneaky. She does. What do you think, Lewis? I think she looks a bit sneaky.
Good, Natasha.
I think she looks guilty too. Blow up? Yeah. Release? I think release too. Yeah.
No, they've changed their minds.
So, who votes release? I'll go release.
No, if you do, they'll pass.
Yes! Your time is up. You have passed.
Yes!
Oh, the team have passed. Boring!
You have passed, and therefore the saboteur is automatically locked in the room. But before I reveal the unlucky unfortunate, who do you think the saboteur was and why? Savannah.
I think the saboteur was Andrew because he kept getting in first and didn't let anybody else have a chance.
Lewis.
I think it were Andrew because he kept butting in before anybody else.
Natasha.
I thought it was Andrew because he kept on talking first before everyone else.
Andrew.
I think the saboteur was Lewis because he wasn't saying anything and he was just agreeing with us, so I think it was Lewis.
Jasmine.
I think it was Andrew because when he didn't agree, he was a bit nervous.
You have voted for Andrew. I can now reveal the saboteur was, in fact, Natasha. Natasha, although you are undetected, you failed to sabotage the challenge, and therefore you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor.
Oh, if only that sneaky saboteur had spoiled the task, they would have got away with it.
Natasha, how do you feel about being trapped?
Well, I don't really mind because I've got the fairies to accompany me.
Poor, unfortunate Natasha.
You're trapped!
Natasha is trapped with just them pesky fairies for company. Ha!
Floor 4, two-faced liar!
Huh, I can smell the whiff of her pongy perfume already. Phew! Meet Madame de Visage, the two-faced liar. To pass this challenge, the unfortunates must listen to Madame's reflection make statements. They must decide if they are true or false. If they get 3 right, they will pass. But get 3 wrong, and they will fail. Madame looks like butter wouldn't melt. Now, which unfortunate will want the team to believe those lies?
Jasmine, do not react. You are the saboteur. It is your job to ensure your team fail this challenge. You can do this by making sure your team answer the questions incorrectly. I will give you the answers each time. It's up to you how you use this information.
If Jasmine succeeds, she could be lying her way to freedom.
Unfortunate. This is
Two-faced liar. To pass, you must guess correctly 3 times. Let the challenge begin!
now!
Right, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, you stinkies. Let us see. Mac and cheese is a cheese from Sardinia with live maggots in it. Is it a true statement or false?
Jasmine, this statement is true.
What do you think? It's false. I've never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Good. You need to persuade them.
I think it sounds ridiculous. Yes. I think it's false.
You think it is false?
Yes.
Then let us see. No! It is true!
Good acting.
So it is true. The next statement. The stinky smell sprayed by a skunk can be smelled up to 2.5 kilometers away.
It's true again.
True. Yeah, true.
They're going to get this one.
Did you say it's true?
Yes, ma'am.
Oui. It is true.
Don't worry, you've still got time.
Here is your next statement. Claude Monet was a famous military leader in the 19th century. Is it true or false?
It's false.
Monet was a painter, though.
Think of something to say.
And I've never heard of him.
I've never heard of it. He sounds French. It's probably true because normally
Go on!
he has normally a fancy name, doesn't he?
Excellent.
He's definitely French.
Sounds
French, doesn't it now?
Shall we go for it?
Yeah,
True.
go on.
Let's just try.
True. Let's go true.
Oh, clever.
No! It is false. It was a painter!
Got it right.
Yeah, it was French.
Here we go. If you get this one wrong, you fail.
Crafty, Jasmine.
The planet Mars is bigger than Earth.
It's false. They have to think it's true.
I don't know. That is.
Andrew's saying true. Brilliant.
Bigger than Earth.
Yeah,
True.
How does he know?
How do you know?
Read it in a book somewhere.
I don't think so.
No! It is false!
Your time is up. You have failed miserably.
I think that all went rather well. Or did it?
You must now vote for who you think the saboteur was and why. Jasmine, who do you think the saboteur was?
I thought it was Lewis because he was very quiet and really he didn't have an answer.
Savannah.
I think the saboteur was Jasmine because everybody said she disagreed with it, so I think it was Jasmine.
Lewis.
I think it was Andrew because he kept changing his answers.
Andrew.
I think the saboteur was Lewis because he kept agreeing with us, so I think he knew the answers were wrong.
You have voted for Lewis. I can now reveal the saboteur was, in fact, Jasmine. Lewis, you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor.
Oh, perfectly done. The saboteur ruined that challenge.
Lewis, why do you think the others voted for you?
Well, I knew the right answers, but they kept making me change my mind.
Poor, unfortunate Lewis.
You're trapped.
Louis is trapped with Madame. Maybe he can brush up on his French.
Floor 3, Forbidden Chambers.
In the Forbidden Chambers are crates of smelly jub-jubs that must be kept apart. To pass this challenge, the unfortunates must stack the crates of the same colour in the matching coloured chamber. But they can only carry one colour at a time and can only enter another chamber if it is unoccupied. If less than 2 towers are stacked, when the time runs out, they will fail. There's only 3, so who will it be? It's time to pick the saboteur.
Andrew, do not react. You are the saboteur. It is your job to ensure your team fail this challenge. You can do this by mixing up the crates and lying. Make sure your team do not complete more than 2 towers. Stay calm. I will guide you through your whisper clip.
Andrew must stop the team winning without kicking up a stink.
Unfortunates. This is Forbidden Chambers. To pass, you must have at least 2 towers complete at the end of 2 minutes. Let the challenge begin now!
Who's in this room?
Andrew, you must stop them completing 2 towers, but you must also make them think you're working with them. The trick is to keep talking.
I'm stuck in purple. I need to get out.
I'm in green, so if you move up 1, I can come in.
Come on.
That's it, Andrew. Don't let Savannah in.
I'm stuck. I can't do anything.
Keep blocking, Andrew. Remember to mix up the crates.
Somebody go into the other room. I can't, I'm trapped.
A purple crate in the green chamber. Well done, Andrew. Savannah is moving the crates too quickly.
Got 2 oranges here. Wait. Someone else has got to move.
Just keep talking. Accuse them of blocking you.
Savannah, where are you? Are you blocking me? I'm stuck in yellow.
I can't get through, Jasmine.
Jasmine's blocking Savannah. Just keep communicating.
60 seconds.
If they can hear you, they'll think you're helping.
Help! I'm stuck in yellow. Someone move.
Keep going.
I'm in purple. I need to get into the next one.
I can't. I'm stuck in orange.
What's Jasmine up to?
I think Jasmine's blocking. Come on. Yes.
You seem to have a lot of boxes in your room.
30 seconds.
What would happen if you just stayed where you are? They wouldn't get very far now, would they?
Someone move. Go yellow.
Go the other way.
While you keep the crates hostage, remember to keep talking.
Jasmine, you need to move. You're blocking everyone.
Excellent. You and Savannah are working together. Ask her where Jasmine is.
10,
Savannah,
9,
know where Jasmine is.
To move. How can everybody?
It's 2 against 1 and no towers built.
Can't believe this. I'm stuck.
1. Your time is up. You have failed.
I think the saboteur did well good. But will it be enough?
You must now vote for who you think the saboteur was and why. Andrew, who do you think the saboteur was?
I think the saboteur was Jasmine because every time I was in a room, she was constantly blocking me off.
Savannah.
I think the saboteur was Jasmine because every time me and Andrew was talking to each other, she never talked back.
Jasmine.
I think it was Andrew because he never really talks that much. And every time I said I was trapped in a room, he wouldn't move.
You have voted for Jasmine. I can now reveal the saboteur was, in fact, Andrew. Jasmine, you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor.
Oh, a successful sabotage, and they kept their identity secret. That's how to play the game.
Jasmine, how do you feel about being trapped?
Well, I feel really down because I may have got away with being the saboteur last time, but this time they thought it was me.
Poor, unfortunate Jasmine.
You're trapped!
Jasmine is trapped, and that Andrew is like well sneaky.
Floor 2. One way out, and there can only be one winner.
Fight, fight, fight for freedom! To win the key of freedom, unfortunates must answer questions on their time in the tower. It's simple. Win and they'll escape. Lose and they'll be trapped. I'm so excited, I could lay a vulture egg.
Unfortunates. This is your fight for freedom. The unfortunate with the most correct answers will be the winner. You have 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Andrew, what were you filling the goblet with on floor 6?
Snow.
Correct. Savannah, who was trapped with the fairies?
Natasha.
Correct. Andrew, how many mirrors in total on Madame de Visage's dressing table?
2.
Incorrect. 8. Savannah, how many doors were there in Forbidden Chambers?
4.
Correct. Andrew, what was the name of the game all 6 unfortunates played?
Goblet of Ice.
Correct. Savannah, how many fairies did you release?
2.
Incorrect. 3. Andrew, how many unfortunates played Fairy Trials?
5.
Correct. Savannah, what was the number on the wall in the Goblet of Ice?
6.
Correct. Andrew, name a crate color in Forbidden Chambers.
Purple.
Correct. Savannah, which game was played on the 5th floor? Too slow. Fairy Trials. Savannah and Andrew, your time is up. Andrew, you answered 4 questions correctly. Savannah, you answered 3 questions correctly. Andrew, you are the winner. Congratulations. Savannah, how do you feel about being trapped?
I feel very disappointed, but I'm glad I came this far.
Poor unfortunate Savannah.
You're trapped!
Andrew, you have won your freedom. Take the key and leave the tower before I change my mind.
Yes, I'm free!
So, Andrew goes free, just like some of those nastiferous fairies. Look what they did to poor Caretaker! That tooth fairy, she took all my mouth pegs! Hey, don't meddle with them fairies. Mind you, I think it makes you look quite fit, don't you? Hey, come on, scoot. Unless